Hi, and welcome to my next watch review. And today I have the brand new, okay, not that brand new, Omega Speedmaster Professional Moonwatch with the white dial. And I've waited 10 months for this watch, and I'm so happy that I finally can hold it in my hands. And this watch is just incredible. And yeah, but let's start first with the dimension of the watch. We have a case diameter of 42 millimeter, but I can say it wears a lot smaller than that. We have a case thickness of 13.2 millimeter. The lug width is 20 millimeter, and it tapers down to 15 millimeters. The clasp is relatively small with a length of 32.6 millimeter, a width of 14.9 millimeter, and a thickness of 6.3 millimeter. If you look at the case finishing, we have a beautiful bracelet. We have brushed and polished areas, and I think this bracelet is suitable for any occasions. We can dress it up, you can dress it down, and I think it has a nice taper, maybe a little bit too much taper, but it's just a matter of taste. We have also comfort setting on the bracelet. We have a small button underneath where you can extend the bracelet a little bit on warmer occasions. It's only maybe 2 millimeters, but it's enough. If you're being honest, when the bracelet is set once, I think it's totally fine if you have just 2 millimeters to adjust the bracelet if you need it, and yeah, it's totally fine. Beautiful movement, and you can look through the see-through case and look at this beauty. It's such a gorgeous movement, and you can watch it all day long, and yeah, it's so well finished. Okay, what's new on this Moonwatch? First of all, the obvious thing is it is white, and this white dial is so gorgeous. If you look at it, then you can see it has some reflectiveness in it. So it's white lacquered, and it's just on the middle side. It has some reflectiveness in it, and it reflects the light very beautifully. And the subdials are matte finished, so they don't reflect this light so much. Let's zoom in a little bit more. And yeah, oh, is the watch running? Yes. We have some red accents in it, and I really like this design of white, black and red, and applied indices with some superluminova applied on it. Not that much, but I will show it afterwards in the lume shots. We have the aluminium bezel with the tachymeter scale. Nobody uses this, but it has to be there on the Moonwatch because it's iconic. And yeah, sapphire crystal with anti-reflective treatment inside the crystal, so no worries about scratching your AR coating on the outside. Yeah. Case finishing. If you look from the side, we have the domed sapphire crystal, and the side profile is really great. So basically it appears a lot smaller on the wrist if you wear it. We have the running seconds of the actual time. We have the chronograph seconds and And we have on the right subdial, we have the minutes running from the chronograph, and the down subdial, we have the running hours of the chronograph. We have a manual winding movement. We have the caliber 3861 movement inside it. It's METAS certified movement. So basically it means it was tested in different conditions and different temperatures and different pressure, so that they assured you that the water resistance of 50 meters is functioning, and it's anti-magnetic to 15,000 Gauss and has a precision of +0 to +5 seconds a day. So yeah, it's a really nice certification, and it's really hard to get. I think only Omega and the newer Tudor watches have this META certification, so that's a really great plus. No screw down crown, normal crown, but like I mentioned, 15 meters water resistant, and in Omega terms it means really you can swim up to 15 meter and dive with this watch till 15 meters, but I think I should not wear Omega Speedmaster for swimming. At least I will not do it, but yeah, it's possible if you want to. Okay, what do we have else here? We have a 3-sprung balance with silicone balance spring, and we have rhodium plated finish and bridges with straight Geneva waves. We have a power reserve of 15 hours manual winding, like I mentioned, and only one position. If you pull it out, you can set the time, and that's all. On this position you can manual wind, and it has a really nice sound to it. I hope you can hear it. I will hold it to the microphone. Really great, and it's also a little bit of a control for your side, as you can't manual wind it over the part where you can damage the watch. I will show you. That's all. You can't wind it anymore. There's a lot of a resistance up there, so that's the point where you have to stop. Okay, so let's also make a small loom shot. Not a small, a quick. So, green Superluminova. It's enough to see the time in the dark. It's not much Superluminova, but it's enough to read the time. Let's take the watch on the wrist. Like I mentioned, it's a relatively small clasp, and I have a 6 3/4 inches wrist size. My wrist is a little bit swollen, so I have to adjust it a little bit. So 6 3/4, 17 centimeters wrist size, and it wears perfectly on my wrist. Zoom out a little bit, and as you can see, it's really great. It's not that thick, it's very thin on the wrist, and it feels great. And I think it's so classical looking, and this white dial is so beautiful. It's a really clinical white dial, and it's great. And like I mentioned, if you compare it to my 42 millimeters Seamaster from Omega, I think this 42 millimeters is a lot smaller, and I can show you that this one is also 42 millimeters. but it wears a lot bigger. Also has to do something with the lug to lug distance, yeah, of 47.5 millimeters, and it beautifully snugs the wrist also because it has some curved lugs, and yeah, it's really great on the wrist. So the chronograph is also running very good. Manual winding movement, power reserve of 50 hours. I had a little bit concerns about the manual winding, that I will be bothered about it, but I'm not. I like it, really. I think if you wake up and you want to set the time quickly and you only have to manual wind the watch, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, maybe some watch lovers can understand what I mean, but I think it's very playful and I like it. So, what do I think overall about this watch? I think it's a really great watch. I also would say it is the best chronograph you can buy under 10K, especially with the white dial. The watch has a great history with the moon landing, and that is a Moonwatch. Also, it's a nice gimmick that it's manual winding because a rotor doesn't work in space. We have a great brand. Omega is a well-known and well-reputed brand. We have less service intervals, so with the coaxial escapement movement, we have service intervals every 10 years. We have a META certified movement, so anti-magnetic to 15,000 Gauss. We have a water resistance of 50 meters, so you can swim also with the watch. It looks classy in any occasion. This bracelet is great. It looks really great. This white dial suits everything, and so overall I can't recommend this watch enough. So yeah, go and buy it if you have the money for it. That's it for this video. I hope you have liked this video, and if so, leave a like there and subscribe to the channel for more content, and stay safe. Till next time. Goodbye.